What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Monday morning edition of the Daily Juice podcast with me, Matt Perrault. At Sports Talk Matt is my Twitter handle. At BettingPros is the BettingPros Twitter handle. BetMGM, the title sponsor of this podcast, been that way for 2 years. Juice 150, the promo code. When you sign up, $10 bet, win or lose, you win $150 into your account with a new account not valid in the state of Nevada. Okay, today's going to be one of those days. You guys are going to hear a lot. You guys are going to see some stuff on my social media. You're going to probably see some people tweeting, people talking in the Discord channel. Just a heads up, I'm not going to talk about it today. I may never talk about it on the podcast, okay? I've kind of told the folks at BettingPros I would not do that. You will have questions. You're going to have questions. You're going to have feelings and emotions, okay? My DMs are open on my Twitter handle at SportsTalkMatt, okay? Best way to get in touch with me, I will answer every DM. It might take me a couple of days, depending on how many that I get, but I will answer every DM. I will explain what's going on, and I will have a lot to say tomorrow. You guys know how important this community is to me. You guys know how important the Daily Juice has been to my life for 2 years, every single day. What we have built together has been the most rewarding thing of my career. And well, you'll understand there's been some cryptic things I've posted and things that I've talked about kind of, without being able to fully talk about it, but I'll be able to talk about it fully coming up after the announcement coming up on Monday. So today's going to be one of those days, okay? Again, questions, you guys may be emotional, you may be mad. I get everything as to where you're going to be. So let me give you the podcast. You guys can DM me your questions on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt, and I will do my best to answer any concerns, questions you may have about what's going on. So, and then tomorrow night on the pod, I'll explain a bit more. So if you don't care, I'll just tell you tomorrow night as to what's going on. So, or tomorrow morning as to what's going on. All right, so Ice is putting it nicely. I have been bad. Now, up till yesterday, it was paper cuts, like down 0.1, down 0.2, like small little losing days, but losing days nonetheless. Yesterday was a fall on my face, 0-3. We had been pretty good with baseball until yesterday, and well, Father's Day wasn't a good day for me betting-wise. It was a fun day with my kid. I enjoyed Father's Day, but fell on my face a little bit, 0-3. All three teams lost outright. I actually feel okay about that. I hate when teams win but don't win on the run line. If they lose outright, that's like, oh, okay. It's just a little easier to swallow, I guess. But sorry for the Padres, Phillies, and Giants. I was the kiss of death for all three of you guys coming up here today, so I do apologize for that. So I am 0-4 in the Stanley Cup. 0-4. So if you want to fade this bet, feel free to fade this bet. But I have really no clue how this game goes. I can talk myself into both sides real easily. But we've seen 7 goals in each game. 4-3 and 7-0, okay? I lean towards the under again, but I'm not betting it. No way. I lean towards the Lightning. Not betting it. What I will bet and what I have bet is a juicy -140 team total for the Colorado Avalanche. Circa Sports in Vegas has it at 2.5 tonight. Now, at DraftKings, you could bet in regulation over 2.5 goals. But given that I'm so cold, watch it be 2-2, it goes to overtime, Avalanche win 3-2, and then I would lose the bet. If I had just taken the full game, I would have won the bet versus 60 minutes. So instead of taking, and you could do this, it's -135 at DraftKings if you want to take in regulation. If you want to include overtime, it's -150 at DraftKings. So Circa Sports actually is a little bit cheaper at -140. Win has already gone to 3. WinBet's already gone to 3. I think most places are going to go to 3 from a team total perspective. They get hit hard enough on this. They're going to go to 3. I'll pay the juice. You guys want to bet 3? You think they're going to score 4 goals? I don't think that's a horrible thing to play. You want to go and lay -105 to go over 3 at WinBet? You can do that. BetMGM's got kind of the stagger. You can go 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. You can go play the stagger at BetMGM if you want. I'm just going to play to Circa Sports for a half a unit. I'm not even going to, I'll lay the juice knowing I'm not winning a lot back because I'm cold. I just want to see a ball go through the hoop here. Normally I'd say like, hey, lay the juice and just come back to win a half a unit. Nah, whatever. No, I'm bad in hockey. Let's just get a W here on the board. And if I'm wrong and I stay cold, I'm not going to commit more than a half a unit here to this rather than going ahead and laying the 0.7.5 or whatever you got to lay to get, 0.7.5 to get into it rather than just lay the half unit. Team total over 2.5 goals. Colorado Avalanche to continue this. I mean, they've hit 2 goals in the first period, the first 2 games. This is 2.5 for the game. Seems a little bit like a gift. Changing a venue, maybe Vasilevsky stands on his head, very possible, but I don't know. The speed of Colorado is pretty darn impressive, and I don't know how much left in the tank the Lightning have, and I don't know if Lightning can play an under game, to be quite honest. It feels like they're going to win. They're going to win an over game, so I don't know. Over 2.5, team total Colorado, half a unit. Let's see if I can get a hockey bet right, but if I were you, fade that. Go under, given the way I've been. I've missed my last 4 bets in hockey. Maybe a good time to bet against me here and take the under 2.5 goals. You make cash. So there I am with hockey. All right, baseball. I was good with baseball up until yesterday, and then obviously I was bad. I just fell on my face with baseball. But let's talk about a couple of games here. Let's talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Chicago Cubs. Now, not a huge schedule, but this game is a 4:05 start. Caleb Killian up against JT Brubaker. JT Brubaker is 0-7 with a .45 ERA. Caleb Killian is 0-1 with an ERA of 8. Hasn't pitched all that much for the Cubs, however. His 2 starts, 4 innings, 5 earned runs, 5 innings, 3 earned runs. Not horrible. 7-4, 19-5 in the 2 games that Killian had pitched. Brubaker hasn't been horrible. He just hasn't been good. He hasn't been pathetic, but he just hasn't been good. So 5 1/3 last time out, 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. Against Atlanta, 7 innings, 3 hits, 3 earned runs. Against Arizona, 4 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned runs. So, I mean, again, first 2, and then 2 starts before that, 5 innings, 0 earned runs, 6 2/3, 0 earned runs. So he's had a stretch where he's been okay. At home, he's got 5 games started, 25 innings pitched, 27 hits, and 10 walks. A little bit of an elevated whip there, what you don't want. 14 earned runs in 25 innings, not great. 5 home runs given up in 5 games started, so basically averaging 1 home run a game to be given up. So here's the thing: the Giants and the Pirates. The Giants have been Cubs rather. Sorry, my brain's fried. The Pirates have been an under team, 25, 34, and 6 to the over this year, okay? The Cubs have been a slight over team, 32, 31, and 3. These teams have played now, 9 times. Pirates lead at 5-4. Total runs scored between these teams, 3, 8, 7, 6, 21, 7, 9, 7, 5, okay? So you can't really take much away from this. The Pirates beat the Giants in their last game. Big win for them. Gave up 7 runs and 2 runs the 2 games before that. They won 4-3 yesterday. The Cubs have played, pretty well. They lost to the Braves 6-0 yesterday, but beat the Braves in the 2 previous games 6-3 and 1-0. Total in this game is 8. Okay, you can shop around here. You can find this at 8. Try to find the best price possible on this. I'm going over 8 runs at -115 for the Cubs and the Pirates. I think we're going to see some offense. I think we got both teams. A push is potential, 5-3 win, somewhere around this. But Monday night start, these teams start to know each other a little bit. Pirates bullpen known to give up some runs. Cubs have been swinging a decent bat of late. And you got 2 starters who can give up big runs and can give up a lot of runs. So Cubs are a team to the over. Pirates are a team to the under. Let's see if the Cubs can bring some offense with them here today. We're going over 8 runs, -115 for the Cubs and the Pirates. And then the other baseball play that I want to play, and like I said, I've been ice cold on baseball as well. So if you want to fade this too, you want to go with the under there for 8 runs, not going to hate on you. And then I'm going to go with an under, and I'm actually betting a Chris Bubic under. this was a dude that we faded big time, right? But Bubik's 0-4 with an 8.36 ERA, but the dude's not been that bad. On the road, lost 4-2 to the Giants last time out, 5 1/3, 3 earned runs, and 5 hits. Time before that on the road against Texas, only pitched 1 inning, 1 earned run on that. He, at home, has been okay, not great. But on the road this year, 2 games started, 8 1/3 innings pitched, 9 earned runs is not great, but really it comes from a couple of bad outings that he had early on where he was just getting torched. Over his last starts, 3 earned runs, 4 earned runs, 0, 1, and 4. All right, so that's not bad. In 4 of the last, in 3 of the last 4 starts, he's given up 3 or less runs. It's not bad. And gone 5 2/3. He's pitching innings too. 5 1/3, 4 1/3, 5 innings. Not awful. Okay. So the Angels are not a team that hits the baseball all that much. They're an under team, 31, 34, and 4. But the real significant number here is Noah Syndergaard going on the other side. Noah Syndergaard at home is a totally different pitcher than he is on the road. I mean, his splits are absolutely some of the more ridiculous splits I've seen in a while for a starting pitcher. His ERA at home is 1.48. His ERA on the road is 6.53. Okay? He's only given up 5 earned runs in 30 1/3 innings pitched. His opposing batting average is 191 at home. It's 306 on the road. Night and day. Where is Noah Syndergaard? Noah Syndergaard is pitching at home. Under 8.5 runs at -110. We're going under. And you might go, well, Matt, why don't you just bet the Angels to win? Here's the problem. He's lost his last 2 starts, 2-0 and 1-0. Now, it's the Red Sox and the Dodgers, but still, he's lost 2-0, 1-0, 9-1 at the Yankees, 7-4 against against Texas, 4-0 against the Red Sox. I mean, he's lost games where he's pitched really good, and his team has given him 0 run support really to talk about. So I'm a little bit scared to say, okay, go ahead and bet on Noah Syndergaard here. Take the Angels to win this game. May not be a bad bet, but you're going to lay $2. It's -200 right now on this. So I feel better with the under. And look, you can shop around. It's even money at certain places. It's even money at FanDuel right now. You can jump on that. So I laid -110, but you can get even money on 8.5 here for the Royals and the Angels. Let's hope that these starters get off to good starts. Let's hope we don't see a lot of offense here. Under 8.5, the Angels and the Royals for a half a unit. Okay? So, like I mentioned, DM me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt with any questions you got with what's going on. We're going over team total for the Colorado Avalanche, -140. Yes, it's juicy. Over 2.5 goals for Colorado. Under 8.5, Royals and the Angels. Over 8, Cubs and the Pirates at -115. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt each and every morning. It's the Daily Juice Podcast. Always being brought to you by BetMGM.